Previously on Transformers Prime. Why rule only one world when I can rule two? Megatron has managed to accomplish the first phase of his cyberforming of Earth. The construction of his fortress.
In Jasper, Nevada. I don't get it. Why here?
Because the Decepticons have discovered the location of our base.
Come, my Armada! Attack!
The base is lost. We must disperse to avoid capture.
Special Agent Fowler to Air Defense Command. I need immediate combat support.
Leave no stone unturned.
Master, look who we found. Pulled from the wreckage of his ship. Wheeljack.
So, one survived. Take our guest back to the Citadel for questioning. Back to Darkmount.
This is the dawning of a new age, my liege. The reign of Megatron.
You do have a way with words, Starscream. Make haste and unearth the Autobot corpses. Forge of Solus Prime? How is it that you have managed to materialize that, yet not the remains of a single Autobot?
Answer your lord and master. Where are their bodies?
You're hurt. But you probably look way worse than you feel. No, don't move or talk. Just power down. Get your strength back. I got you covered.
The Autobots clearly ground bridged from their base before it was destroyed. They could be anywhere.
We must initiate global surveillance, my lord. Send search and destroy teams to every sector of this planet.
Soundwave, monitor all Earth-based transmissions for any sign of Autobot communication. With each other, or with their human counterparts.
Master. Foolish humans. I shall deploy the Armada.
That won't be necessary, Starscream. Not when we can engage our enemy with newfound might. new power dominates your world. Any further attempts to attack me will be met with even greater force. Your leader should be advised that my fusion cannons possess enough firepower to decimate any densely populated area of my choosing. I would in all likelihood set sights on your nation's capital, for starters.
Point taken. Now, what do you want from us?
Nothing, Agent Fowler. The Decepticons mean no harm to humanity. We merely desire a place to call home.
No offense, Megatron, but I'm having a tough time swallowing all this, since you seem so bent on plastering humankind under molten steel.
Agent Fowler, I admit that war brings out the worst in me. But the conflict with the Autobots is now over, and our quarrel has never been with your kind. Now that the one true enemy of the Decepticons is no more, my only wish is to coexist on this planet with the human race. Peacefully. Together, Agent Fowler, I believe that you and I can make that dream a reality.
You too have a way with words, Master. I almost believed you myself.
Earth is our planet now, Starscream, and we shall finish what we started. Humankind has no idea what lies ahead for them.
Yes, General Bryce. Special Containment Protocol G-1000 has been executed as planned. Evacuation of Jasper, Nevada was 100% successful. As far as its citizens or the media are concerned, the threat was a meteor shower, and the town is to remain quarantined until the resulting radiation levels can be dissipated. Sir, any form of retaliation would be too risky. I just need more time. Yes, I understand.
Agent Fowler, those medical supplies still haven't arrived. We have wounded men who need...
Doing the best I can, Nurse Darby. Been a little busy juggling a bunch of nuke-happy generals who don't seem to care if they blow Nevada sky high. And a Decepticon warlord who wants to make nice now that the Autobots are in the scrapyard. Megatron's opinion, not mine. He's feeding me a load of horse pucky, trying to crush our spirit.
Still no word from anyone?
Listen, no contact only tells me that the main comlink went down when the base was pounded into pancake batter.
But if I could just call Jack?
You know it's too risky. So do the bots. The cons could trace any cell phone signal.
Then take me home. If Jack can't call, that's where he'll look for me.
Jasper's under complete con lockdown. Nobody's getting back in there. The only ones who can fix this mess are Prime and his bots. I'm sure they're out there, keeping a low profile. They gotta be.
Scanning. Negative. No Autobot recognition.
Clear.
Too close. But your paint job did the trick. The comms uplink is still down. B, I realize Optimus sent us all to different locations to make us harder for the cons to find, but if we don't know where in the world anyone else went, how are we gonna find him? Right, just keep heading toward Jasper. Toward Megatron's giant fortress.
I never knew there were so many Rockies.
Miko!
Whoa!
No cell phone. You know the rules.
Dude, I wasn't calling anyone. Just playing a video game I already downloaded.
Sorry, I guess I'm a little on edge.
Where are we headed anyway, Bulk? You got some sort of plan?
We're following standard record protocol.
Which is...
An emergency plan we followed during the war, in case any wrecker got stranded or separated from the unit. We'd always rendezvous at the exact same set of coordinates. If Jackie's still alive, he'll be there.
Don't stop now. I was just beginning to enjoy myself.
Believe me, Wheeljack, there is more where that came from. And you will tell me the location of your compatriots. No matter what it takes, or how long.
Like I told you, they weren't expecting me. They never bothered to fill me in. So go ahead, knock yourself out.
How may I serve you, Lord Megatron?
Assemble a team and disembark for Cybertron immediately. While hunting Autobots remains paramount. We must not squander the opportunity to recover any Iacon relics left behind in the chaos. For all we know, Optimus Prime is out there somewhere, planning to do the same.
It's okay, Optimus. You're with me. Smokescreen.
How did I get here?
When we were evacuating the base, just as the cons opened fire, it was my turn to ground bridge away. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't let you face Megatron's army alone. So I snuck back. But that's when the blast hit, and the whole joint came tumbling down. But I managed to pull you from the wreckage before the cons dove in, using the phase shifter, which I managed to snag in all the confusion back on Cybertron. I'm sorry I defied your orders. We're safe here, but we're down so deep no one can pick up our signals. I'll have to scout above ground if we want to have any hope of finding Ratchet.
No. No hope.
What do you mean? The doc's the only one who can get you patched up. Optimus.
What if Jasper wasn't evacuated in time? She could have been hurt, or taken by the cons.
Jack.
And even if she did get out, she's got to be worried out of her mind, not knowing where I am.
Jack, calm down. We'll get back to Jasper, find a way to reach your mother, and the rest of the team. Stay here. Could be a con on our tail.
Sorry, Mom. I'd call if I could. One text couldn't hurt, could it?
Master.
Send in the troops. And Soundwave, I want a live feed.
Jack! With RC, safe, love you. Agent Fowler, Jack's alive!
Scrap.
civilian. Jack!
I am so toast. Smile, Jack. You're on Decepticon TV.
Master, we have a visual.
How long does it take to exterminate a lone Autobot and her human pet?
Well, in my experience...
Not a riddle, Starscream.
Sorry.
Over there.
Not the best cover.
We're not here to hide.
Hey, guys! Unleaded or diesel?
Let's roll before they send reinforcements.
Come on, fellas, put your backs into it. The Apex Armor. Our illustrious leader will be pleased. Now, any sign of that phase shifter? I really liked that thing.
Sir.
By the Allspark.
Well, did any of the surveillance data survive?
A shame. We might have at least learned the direction in which RC and the human fled.
Clearly, we need to improve our methods of hunting Autobots and build upon the tactical advantage that we've managed to secure.
Lord Megatron, I am ready to return to Darkmount, and I'm certain you'll want to see what I've uncovered.
Soundwave, open the space bridge portal. I find myself in urgent need of good news. So please, Knockout, tell me that you found something useful.
Some things, my liege, and someone.
He
advantage I need.
Prime, what we have here is an experimental all-terrain expeditionary fighting vehicle designed by the finest engineers in our mask division.
Thank you, Agent Fowler. This will most certainly do.
Return trajectory fluctuations have been stabilized.
Ultra Magnus, we are ready to receive you.
We didn't find much else in the rubble of the former base.
You call this not much else?
Wheeljack! You could have caused serious damage.
To me!
What in the Sam Hill?
A little help here?
What were you thinking, soldier?
I was thinking Bull could catch that lob.
Allow me to make myself clear. As Optimus Prime's second in command, I have no intention of tolerating wrecker behavior.
Some things never change.
Jackie? Need I remind you that it was Optimus Prime himself who assigned me to command your wreckers back on Cybertron and get you loose cannons under control? An effective combat unit begins with discipline. If you won't accept that, feel free to choose the path of least resistance, as you did before.
If my ship weren't a twisted wreck at present, I'd do that, sir.
So, any word from Optimus?
He's investigating recent Decepticon activity. Hopefully, an energon mine.
How rad would it be if you all had jetpacks like Optimus?
Quite rad, Miko. But the Forge has been depleted of its power to do that.
Now it's only good for pounding out dings.
Smokescreen?
Aw, what gave me away? Come on. Robots in disguise, right?
Where have you been, soldier?
Scanning new war paint. Thought it'd be proactive to follow Optimus's lead. And Bumblebee's.
Now you can look your best while stacking those empty cubes.
Yes, sir. I was nearly a Prime, but somehow I'm still a rookie.
What was that about a Prime?
No, time. Time to stop acting like a rookie.
Smokescreen was the only one who went back. If it weren't for him, Optimus might not be with us today.
RC, we were under the strictest of orders. The three of you had your human partners to protect. But we are fortunate that Smokescreen is inexperienced enough not to have followed protocol.
There, I can see it.
Abandon the excavation. Now.
Attack!
Optimus, did you find Energon?
No, but I did uncover this.
It cannot be.
The what?
The ancient remains of a Predacon.
Though it remains unclear why such a skull would be found on your planet, its presence reveals all too much about the Predacon which Megatron recently sent in pursuit of us.
You mean that dragon bot we put on ice?
Except that Predacons have been extinct since, well...
Since before most life began on Cybertron.
They're like Earth's dinosaurs.
Which means for you guys, running into one would be like us meeting a T-Rex.
So then what were Dinobots?
Totally different.
With Megatron's seeming new interest in the excavation of prehistoric skeletons, and a certain scientist back among the Decepticon ranks...
It would stand to reason that Shockwave cloned the beast from one such find.
And now Megatron's looking to clone another.
What makes you think Buckethead would stop at just one?
We could have beast wars on our hands.
And if Shockwave only requires a single strand of CNA from which to clone a beast...
He already possesses what he needs to engender this one. Autobots, we must become beast hunters.
One thing still doesn't follow. Predacons went extinct on Cybertron. So what would their bones be doing here?
On Earth? I mean, isn't it just a little preposterous?
They are not the remains of Predacon, Starscream, but rather the remains of Predacon clones. For you see, our recent Autobot Hunter wasn't the first bestial super soldier Shockwave ever attempted to breed from prehistoric matter. During the war for Cybertron, I sanctioned the dispatch of a small army of these Predaclones to Earth to unleash the beasts on unwitting Autobot forces stationed here. Once they accomplished their mission, the surviving Predacons held sentinel on this very world for ages to come, guarding the Energon reserves they had managed to secure while awaiting my arrival. Of course, our reunion here was much delayed, and it would seem we lost the beasts to the ravages of time.
But not their endomatter, from which I am logically able to extract their very CNA.
Another scavenger hunt? How logical would it really be to locate all the dusty remains of your former pets?
You are not suggesting that I would send my creations to a distant planet without first having them microchipped?
Well, I was. But seriously, you did?
From our historical texts.
But those are metal versions of creatures from our Greek mythology and medieval literature.
Not dinosaurs.
It would stand to reason that Predacons did indeed walk upon this earth in ancient times, as they seem to have been the basis for much of humankind's folklore, illustrating once again that the pasts of Earth and Cybertron are inextricably linked. Synthetic energon?
Indeed. I am concerned that without access to any energon reserves since our base was destroyed, our ability to deal with impending crises will be severely hampered.
A wise decision, old friend.
Just please, manage your expectations. I am working with even more rudimentary hardware than before.
Prime! Satellite surveillance has picked up 2 signs of Decepticon activity. One near an oil field outside of El Paso, the other near the Hebrides Bluffs in Scotland. So don't forget to pack your kilts.
We must divide our resources. Ultra Magnus, lead the wreckers to the bluffs.
Yes, Optimus. What's a kilt? Agent Fowler can at times be oblique. I find it best to simply nod and mobilize.
Bulkhead, Wheeljack, let's roll.
Optimus, I know there are many emotions tied to the Forge.
This is no time to stand on ceremony.
I would be honored to put this to some practical use.
I will search this quadrant.
Hey, B, have you ever thought you might want to be a Prime? Not now. Someday. Warrior. Yeah, you and me both. But I've seen you in action. Optimus knows you can scrap with the best of them. Why won't he just promote you from Scout already? Your choice. Huh. Well, so why wait? Guess it would be more meaningful to graduate back home, on Cybertron. You're one patient guy. I should take a cue. Like I said, you got nice chops for a scout. How epic was that? And that's why he's a Prime. Soundwave.
We have all that we need.
A single strand of CNA.
Shockwave. I understand that you engaged Optimus Prime in the field.
Only in order to secure the specimen, Lord Megatron.
I believed that you had perished once, my most prized engineer. And I highly doubt that Project Predacon can be completed without you.
I shall leave the fetching of bones to Starscream and confine myself to my laboratory in order to accelerate results.
Excellent. For I am rather impatient to witness my army of beasts trample humankind underfoot.
Previously on Transformers Prime.
Shockwave! I thought you'd perished on Cybertron.
The patch failed to yield any new information on the whereabouts of the Autobots.
I'd know the hum of that engine anywhere. Jackie!
We can't just give up.
Then tell me what we can do.
We know Starscream had access to a ground bridge.
He's clearly been using the Harbinger.
It could be full of Cybertronian tech.
Resources won't be of much use. Not without someone to lead us.
The Forge.
If you had the Forge, you could fix yourself up.
Meet Ultra Magnus.
I present to you, my liege, the ultimate Autobot Hunter.
Predacon. They've been extinct since the beginning of Cybertronian history.
Indeed. But the specimen you see before you was bred in the laboratory. Cloned from fossilized remains, which I discovered on Cybertron.
Shockwave. It does my spark good to see you once again tampering with creation.
Master, please, keep your distance.
No need for alarm. The beast is completely under my control.
Such primal magnificence.
A sample of Energon from Wheeljack, spilled during the Autobots' failed interrogation.
Let the hunt begin.
Guys, you know I'm all for blowing the scrap out of stuff. But what does flattening a Decepticon mind have to do with getting the band back together and taking down Megatron?
Simple. When we light up this place, the blast will be big and unmistakable.
Any Autobot within 500 clicks will see the sky glowing with Energon and come running.
Then bring the rain.
Mainframe's up and running. But I'll need help hacking the operating codes.
Even if the ground bridge proves functional, it will be next to worthless without a means of pinpointing the current locations of our compatriots. Use your head, Bumblebee. If the Decepticons had the ability to track Autobot signals, we'd have all been at Megatron's mercy here on Earth a long time ago.
Back where we started.
But not if I can reconfigure these Decepticon frequencies. At the very least, we may be able to access their comm link.
No one's seen or heard from you since Cybertron went dark. How did you find your way to Earth?
Soldier, we may not be on Cybertron, but military protocol remains.
My apologies, sir.
Sir?
Advise the native life form to watch its tone as well.
What? Who is this guy?
Ultra Magnus was Optimus's key lieutenant during the war back on Cybertron. Very by the book. Just go with it.
As for your broader question, my story is that of all Autobots since the Exodus. I wandered the spaceways in search of others, reuniting with some, often only to see them fall at the hands of the Decepticons.
Until you detected the Omega Beam and followed it here.
If you're referring to the massive energy burst originating from Cybertron, that would be affirmative. Upon my arrival, it became evident that this planet had been invaded. My scanners also detected Autobot life signals, yours being in closest proximity to my position.
Signals, as in plural? Sir.
5 total.
Out of 7.
Jack, that doesn't necessarily mean what you're thinking. Autobot signals can't be detected when they're shielded.
Cozy little place you built for yourself, Megatron. Finding the forge in there may take a while. Then again, maybe you still keep your valuables in the usual place. I won't let you down, Optimus.
I'm sorry. Overreacting. Easy for you to say knockout. Nobody here wants your post. I, on the other hand, hold the most coveted position within the Decepticon ranks. And no matter what he may claim, I know that Shockwave is plotting to usurp me. Did you see the smug look in his eye when he unveiled that vile beast to Lord Megatron?
You don't scare me, ugly. Hello, beautiful.
Munitions planted.
Let's get this party started.
Company.
Megatron?
Nah. Bigger. I don't remember seeing that move at Buckethead's repertoire. What's a dragon?
Giant flying fire-breathing lizard!
Easy. I may be hot to the touch.
Why isn't it coming after us?
You looking for me, beast? I'm right here.
more firepower!
Good thing I know just where to find some. Incoming!
Autobots!
And the walls came tumbling down.
Yes! Snuff the tragic dragon. We're toast.
One of ours?
Does it matter?
Hey!
I see!
Nico! Can't breathe.
Weakling.
Thanks for the save.
Thank the commander.
Soldiers?
You?
Ultra Magnus? It's an honor.
It's an honor, sir.
Guess blowing that mine made us pretty easy to spot.
Ultra Magnus already had a bead on your signals, and ours. Care to tell us what exactly is nipping at our tailpipes?
We think it's a robot dragon.
Or a Cybertronian reptile.
Brace yourselves!
It's right on top of us.
What is it now, Lord Megatron?
Agent Fowler, it's Ratchet.
Ratchet? Where's Jack? Is he with you?
No, he is not. Listen, we don't have much time. I have taken a tremendous yet calculated risk in contacting you. Hopefully, the Decepticons are not monitoring their own frequencies as closely as they no doubt are those of the humans. I am transmitting our current coordinates.
What? Ratchet, have you heard from anyone else? What about Prime?
It's one of ours.
Girl's got a grip, doesn't she?
You're alive. Ultra Magnus.
Doctor?
What a grave disappointment this must be for you, Master. And to make matters worse, because it cannot speak, we have no way of knowing why the Predacon failed so miserably. Poor, mute, mindless creature.
New paint job looks good, B.
At least you had something to work with. If I reversed my colors, I'd be pink.
The communications link needs further calibration to be compatible with Autobot frequencies. The ground bridge, however, is fully operational.
That would have come in handy when Robo-Dragon was trying to eat us for breakfast.
The indigenous population of this planet, do they all display the same disregard for authority?
No, mostly just Miko.
No!
Don't shoot!
It's Fowler. He's with us.
It's okay, Mom. I'm fine.
Your families are safe. Agent Fowler saw to it that Jasper was evacuated in time.
The only signals Ultra Magnus was able to isolate are standing right here.
Maybe his scanner's faulty.
So the kid's unaccounted for.
Smokescreen bridged out unaccompanied. Only Optimus knows where. And Optimus remained behind to destroy the ground bridge, to ensure that everyone else made it to safety.
I watched the base go down. No one or thing walked out of there.
Not that we could see.
Even if Prime survived, I'm not sure we can afford to wait for him to show up. Not with Megatron holding our planet hostage from his high and mighty perch at Darkmount.
I would be inclined to agree with the native life form. We must stop Megatron, with or without Optimus Prime.
Optimus! I have the forge. You can use it to repair yourself.
That is not the reason I had you retrieve the relic.
What? I don't understand.
The power of the forge is not unlimited. Its energy has already begun to ebb.
So it's running low. Who cares? All we need is enough juice to get you back into fighting shape.
Whatever power remains must be used to rebuild the Omega Lock, to restore Cybertron.
But that would mean...
The fate of all our kind is more vital than that of any one of us, including me.
We must do everything in our power to ensure Megatron's downfall. But we will need to be smart about it.
Whoa, who put shoulder pads in command?
Temporary command.
Ultra Magnus is the only logical choice. He was trained by Optimus and served as his commanding officer throughout the war for Cybertron.
Now, unless there is any further objection, soldier, please follow me.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Autobots, take your pick.
Now you're speaking my language, sir.
Optimus, the Forge is a relic of the Primes. We can't use it to restore Cybertron. Not without a Prime. Not without you.
There will be a new Prime.
You can worry about that after we get you patched up and we take down Megatron.
The time for a new leader is upon us. In my spark, I believe that leader stands before me right now.